Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on the button for the HETMA Presents podcast. And we are once again bringing you an edition here live from ISE at the HETMA booth. We are on day 2, which is Wednesday here. And I'm sitting with somebody, this is a fun one for me, somebody that I literally just met 10 seconds ago. Right. So I get to learn as much about them as you do. So Jim, first, thank you for trekking your way over here to our little corner. Would you introduce yourself? Who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm Jim Reinhart with PlexusAV, and I'm the U.S. sales manager, actually North American sales manager with Plexus, based out of the New York City area.
Out of New York City. All right, and before we get into it, is ISE a regular stop for you? Is this, are you old hat at being here at the FIRA, or are you a first-timer?
Yeah, so I'm probably 20 years into Infocom.
Yeah.
I have all my shirts and T-shirts, but this is my first ISE.
Yeah.
And, I got to say, a bit overwhelmed
yes.
by ISE.
We've talked to a couple people that when you tell them, like, oh, no, this is bigger than Infocom, that have never been, they think, oh, Infocom's but yeah, this is a show and a half.
This is exciting, and our Plexus, my counterparts, the booth is swamped, packed, jammed.
Nice.
And they brought me on board to feel that energy, but also to support our European contingent.
That's a great problem to have, isn't it, when you got to bring in more people because there's so many people through the booth?
Yeah, I think we had as many leads yesterday as we had all of last year.
Wow. All right. Well, so perfect. What are those people who are visiting you seeing in your booth? What are you showing? What are you talking about? What are all those people in the U.S. who don't get to make it out here to Barcelona? What are they missing by not being able to see your booth in person?
That's great. Yeah, we're an AV over IP company. There's tons of AV over IP companies. A presentation I gave recently was the history of AV over IP. Everyone knows Dante and Ordinate, and that was back in 2006,
yeah.
20 years, and then subsequently other brands for video over IP. So it's been 20 plus years, or going on 20 years, where video's been over IP, but it hasn't changed. The audio industry, the control industry, the other sides of Pro AV have changed, but not the video side, in which it's mostly proprietary,
yeah.
especially AV over IP. Proprietary protocols, firmware, everyone has that secret sauce that is just locking folks in, and at Plexus we're approaching things differently. We're interoperable, open standards, mm-hmm. and we're basing everything off of IPMX transport. Yeah. And IPMX is an open standard.
So we heard from our colleagues at Netgear yesterday. They were talking a lot about open standards for AV over IP, and of course that's kind of a marriage of the endpoints, the software, and the things that make it work. So where does Plexus, what are you guys doing to fit into that future of trying to make standardized cross-platform AV over IP, heaven forbid, the standard rather than the exception?
Yeah, well, the standard is the transport, and that's IPMX, is the transport of those video, audio, and control signals. And the AIMS Alliance is doing a fantastic job of promoting that open interoperability. And 2 weeks ago, they completed in Geneva an interop event mm-hmm. in which they were actually handing out certifications. And PlexusAV, along with 6 or 7 other brands, were proven interoperable. And within the AIMS Alliance booth, we're there receiving and sending signals with other brands, competing brands, and other technologies, actually, ST2110 and so on.
Yeah. So that's an exciting thing, like you say, specifically going to say, look at us hand signals back and forth between companies.
And proven. And proven by an independent authority, per se. So it's not just us or our competitors saying, hey, yeah, we're interoperable. No, it's actually proven. To be honest, I'm on a couple projects in New York City where true interoperability is specified in by the consultants across an IPMX infrastructure.
That's great. So you're in your booth. What is exciting to see? Are you showing people endpoints? Are you, how do you get things in and out of the system? How does, we all know, whether HDMI is the eventual in or the out, or USB, or, what are the sort of products that you're bringing to market?
So you're right. HDMI is not going anywhere. USB-C is growing in popularity. Bring your own device. I know my laptop doesn't even have a HDMI connection. Right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, Pro AV market. We're embracing that, of course, that baseband connectivity as well. But one of the products that we're showing in new solutions is how do you bridge the legacy infrastructure, HDBaseT, and bring that into the modern AV over IP or IPMX. And one of the new products that we're showing is a HDBaseT 3.0 bridge.
Yeah.
So we're allowed to take in legacy and backwards compatible HDBaseT, as well as the new generation HDBaseT 3.0, bring that into our gateway, convert that to IPMX, and now we can distribute that efficiently and effectively and scalable,
right?
As opposed to just an HDBaseT. Conversely, we could take IPMX in, convert that back to HDBaseT, and again, those legacy receivers that are deployed throughout the campuses and classrooms and so on can integrate with the newer IPMX AV over IP.
So it sounds like there's sort of like, it's almost like the on-ramp to campuses that have not gone down the AV over IP, plan yet. They're timid about being stuck with one manufacturer if they do.
Sure.
So you can build some of those mid places of, here, don't worry about getting yourself stuck with a particular manufacturer. We'll help you become interoperable and adopt IPMX instead.
That's right, because you may have put that HDBaseT in 2 years ago,
right?
And it's not on your plan to rip them out and refresh those rooms. So why reinvent the wheel? Just make the wheel a little bit better. Yeah.
So if you've got a direct to HDBaseT projector, it's not out of hours, but the system needs to be updated in there. You're ready to go to IP. You can hybrid it in.
You just ask.
Yeah, you've got a solution for that.
Just ask.
Okay. Then what else for people who might be hearing about PlexusAV for the first time, a brand that might be new to them? What should we be thinking when we hear Plexus? Obviously, the work and standardization, the AV over IP. What would you say as a company makes you guys stand out from the rest of the folks we are used to hearing from?
Great question. We're getting a lot of traction when we talk about our parent company. Our parent company is a company called Cencor. Cencor is a 75-year-old broadcast company. They started when the television was just getting popular. And they decided 5 years ago to get into and approach the Pro AV market. 3 years ago, PlexusAV was established as a brand. R&D put into developing a product. We came out with a flagship product that competes with all of the top level known brands within AV over IP. So we're checking off all the boxes within our first transceiver. Subsequently, and what we're showing here, and of course at Infocom, will be an ecosystem of other products. We talked about HDBaseT. There's other accessories. There's encoders, decoders, JPEG XS solutions, H.264, 265 solutions, Dante solutions, AES67. And to be honest, I've walked around the floor and I read the trades. We actually have the only IPMX speaker. And we're introducing and playing that at the show. So IPMX, discovery, management, interoperability in a speaker line. So we're looking at not only video, but audio.
That's fantastic.
For AV, true AV over IP.
Yeah, so folks that have been on have embraced doing, PoE Dante speakers and things like that. But same thing, you're in, you're writing a check to Australia every time you do that. So,
But Dante's an option. You can't avoid that.
Of course.
So Dante license, it's available to you if you want.
But it's not only that, right?
It's open standard AES67.
Okay. Well, if folks happen to be in Barcelona, happen to be in our higher ed group that are here, I show that you guys are in Hall 5J700. So first off, how before we close out, how have things been over in Hall 5? You were mentioning before, needing more people
Swamp. We're part of the SCUMS, which I understand is UK.
LTSMG and SCUMS.
I mean, they have nonstop. Nonstop. I just scanned 20 badges from universities across
fantastic.
Europe there. And one of the things I say with product, we now have an eco mode on our systems. We can reduce power by 25%. Not shut things off, but save. And we just did a calculation on a tender in the UK. It's tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of a project, of a system. So that's important for campuses and for the community.
Absolutely. When you move at scale, then 25% power savings becomes a whole lot over time.
in every room, every location, every rack.
Yeah, plus our world where, if an ops center may be running 24/7, campuses, we like to take Christmas break. We like to take these other times, and so why pull full power all of that time that it's running?
That's right.
All right.
Enough said.
All right, well, PlexusAV.com is where people can go,
Yes,
and in
please.
our article we'll have the link for email contact and the links for the products you're showing, and encourage everybody to take a look at it as another option.
That's great, Ryan. Appreciate the time.
All right, and as a first podcast appearance, how you feeling?
Oh, let's do this again.
All right, that's what I'm saying. We can
Suckered
keep
in.
doing it. But really, really good, and looking forward to having a group by your booth on a tour on Friday.
That's
so
perfect.
We'll see you again soon.
Excellent. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, great.